On today's Live Daily News, the COVER1 team breaks down all the state and regional high school basketball tournaments. The San Angelo VFW is getting an uplift, and there's a look at weekend weather. Plus, Sydney Timmer with the B Theater joins the show to promote their Literacy Alive project. All this plus more. I'm Yantis Green, and this is Live. Have you tried to buy a steak lately? Take a trip out to Miles, Texas, and select the juiciest and tastiest cuts of steak in Texas at Sklenarix. Sklenarix Smoked Meats is an award-winning smokehouse located on the main drag there in Miles at 108 South Robinson. Sklenarix Smoked Meats is open from 8 a.m. until 6 p.m. weekdays and then again from 9 to noon on Saturdays. It's a drive that's worth the taste. Sklenarix Smoked Meats in Miles, Texas. We start the show today with some positive news. San Angelo's VFW Hall, a building off of Browning Street, is getting a major facelift. Thanks to the folks at Home Depot, San Angelo's Veterans of Foreign Wars building is being repainted. On top of the fresh paint job, they'll also be putting in other things like new flooring, lighting, and some cameras. The VFW here is used for a number of events, including dances and political group meetings, and is also just a daily hangout spot for vets. The project started Friday morning and is expected to continue throughout the weekend. In Sutton County earlier this week, the Sheriff's Office continued the search for the remains of an Odessa man who's been missing since 2018. The last time anyone saw Keith Robertson, he was jumping a median and crashing his car into oncoming traffic. Following that crash, Robertson fled into a wooded area at the five-star resort, the JL Bar Ranch. Since then, he has not been seen. On Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of this week, volunteers and deputies with the Sutton County Sheriff's Office searched throughout the area one more time. The crew even brought in cadaver dogs in hopes of finding some sort of remains. The search will continue, but after this many years, what happened is likely to remain a mystery. And those terrible blowing dust storms from yesterday have now passed, and we've made it to the weekend where there will be nothing but sun shining and clear skies. Over the weekend, highs will be in the upper 70s to lower 80s, and lows will be in the 40s. As for the wind, don't expect much. It could gust as high as 30 miles per hour, but that would be most likely on Sunday. And now here's a word from Carpet Tech.
This month only, mix and match cleaning and disinfecting services and save big with Carpet Tech. For example, get your carpet clean, save 10%. Get your carpet and tile clean, save 15%. Or get your carpet and tile and air ducts clean, save 20%. Call Carpet Tech today, 325-735-5142.
If your home is in a wreck, call Carpet Tech, yeah.
And welcome back to the show. We have a very special guest today. It is Sydney Timmer with the B Theater. Sydney, how are you doing today?
I'm very good. I'm so happy to be here. I've never been in y'all's space before.
Well, yeah, nice little backdrop.
I
See
know.
downtown. I bet you can point out your building over there somewhere.
Yeah, we're over there.
So the B Theater, for the people that don't know, is in the SAPAC.
Yes. We're the resident theater company of the San Angelo Performing Arts Center. So we have the Black Box Theater, so it's a little bit more intimate and close.
So what is, talking about the B Theater, what are some of the things that y'all are known for, I guess, around town?
Absolutely. So besides putting on fun shows, we really like having things that are arts that's meaningful and outreach and things that people can learn from. And so this is going to be our 12th year doing Literature Alive.
I was going to say, that kind of segues into what I kind of got you on the show for.
Yeah.
So the B Theater's doing the Literary Alive project this weekend. Kind of explain what that is.
Absolutely. So this is our 12th year doing it. It is our free outreach show. So what we do is we take a popular kids book, we turn it into a play, and then offer it for free for kids all over the area. And then they get to leave with a copy of that book, and they get their favorite characters to sign, and it's just a big fun event.
So what's the book that we got this year?
So this year we chose Zen short. So it's there's a giant panda. Kids don't love that, of course. And it kind of teaches lessons with some Asian philosophies. And we got to do some really fun work with shadows and projections. So it looks pretty crazy.
So I guess I don't want to spoil the ending, but what's kind of the lesson that they're going to be learning from this?
Absolutely. So there's actually 3 lessons. The panda tells a couple of different, 3 different stories, and each of them have different things. Like one of them is like carrying a load, like maybe you had a bad interaction with someone at work or a family member, and then you just carry that all day, and it's just letting that go and moving on, which is my favorite one.
Very cool. And then is this going to be you guys put it on, or is this going to be the kids, or what? Who's actually going to be the play? Who's the main panda? Kind of just give me the rundown on that.
Sure. So this time we actually have a good mix. Part of our cast are children. It was really cool. One of the kids, this is their first time acting, but they've come to almost every literature live show we've had. Oh,
so awesome! So he's like, if you go watch it, you never know, you could end up being on it.
Just a couple of years from down the road, or actually, this is kind of the perfect lead in. We are starting our spring workshops in a couple of weeks. So we have a costuming workshop for our young kids, and then we're actually doing kind of an improv acting basics.
Oh, wow.
For our older kids, so that we have classes for those between 2nd grade through 12th grade.
I can only imagine what these, little aged children are improving. Good Lord.
Oh, yeah.
So I bet that's fun.
No, but we're so excited about that.
Staying focused on this, on the literary thing, where exactly is this going to be this weekend? How do people go? Kind of give them the rundown on that.
Sure. So we have 6 free shows, so it doesn't cost anything. 6 shows this weekend? Oh, yeah.
Wow, so y'all are going to be slam-packed.
They're back-to-back. Honestly, the show is actually pretty short, so if you have real little kids, the attention span doesn't have to be that long.
Of course.
So we have 2 tonight, 3 tomorrow, and then the last one is just 2 on Sunday.
Awesome.
2 p.m., sorry.
That sounds like a lot of fun. You got a lot of chances all week long. And then where is the B Theater at, if you have the address?
So it's 82 Gillis Street.
Okay.
So you can just come in through the main doors, and I would recommend coming early.
Okay.
Because it is first come, first serve, so we don't have tickets.
No tickets. You just if you want to go, you got to make sure you're there early, because y'all going to be pretty busy probably.
We are, and it's so much fun because the kids get to sit on the floor and the parents get the seats, so everyone's squished in there. But you got to make sure you get your seat.
I bet that's going to be a lot of fun. If you want to get involved with the B Theater in general, how do you guys or people reach out to the B Theater exclusively, I guess?
Sure. So on our website, we always share upcoming things where you can get involved. We have a monthly bad improv group, so those are adults. But it's so much fun. It's just $10, and we have free wine and beer for the adult
so it pays
shows.
for itself.
Yeah, it does. Exactly.
I'm in.
But besides that, just if you check out our Facebook page, and you can also message us on there.
What's your biggest event coming up after this?
Ooh, so we have Hamlet coming up. Yes,
awesome.
And it's going to be a really fun kind of futuristic vibe. So it's Hamlet like you've never seen. Yeah.
Okay, Hamlet 3000.
Yes, exactly.
I'm in. All right, well, Sydney, thank you for coming on the show. Hope you can come back when you guys want to share some more stuff with us, especially when it's to help out the community.
Definitely.
So, anything else?
Oh, nothing. We have so many great sponsors that have made this possible, and we're just super excited to keep doing this because it all started trying to reach those low-income kids that might not be able to have an opportunity to see theater while also promoting literacy. So it's done a lot of great work. In the past 12 years, we've had 12,200 attendees. So it's done its job.
Yeah, perfect. Well, Sydney Timmer with the B Theater. I'm Matt Tramon. We will go back to you guys in the studio. When it comes to unique pieces you can't find anywhere else, Kano's Diamonds and Coins is your one-stop shop. With over 24 years in the diamond and coin industry, Kano's Diamonds and Coins is West Texas's choice for diamonds, jewelry, coins, silver, and gold. Owner Bill Kano stands by his work and offers free consultations, including estate jewelry. Don't just trust anyone with your valuables. Come see the staff at Kano's at 1016 West Beauregard in San Angelo. And welcome now to the COVER1 Hoops Show, where we're going to give you all the top basketball action. And right now, it's really time for the end of the season. We only had 3 teams remaining as we came into the week. That's the Erie County girls, the Reagan County boys, and of course the Erie County boys. So we're going to be getting into that in a second. But first, I want to go ahead and bring in my co-host here, as always, Ryan Chadwick. What's going on, Ryan?
Oh, just another day of basketball. We got some results here today, so it's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, you yourself said you drove over 1,500 miles this past week. Where all did you go? What kind of adventures did you get to see?
Yeah, so that's including last 2 weeks, so it's 1,600 in 2 weeks. But yes, I made out to Fort Stockton twice, went to Alpine once, went to Stanton twice, went to Midland once, and then I finished my last trip in Andrews on Tuesday. So
traveling across the state there.
All over West Texas, let's just put it that way.
Definitely. All right, well, let's just get right into it. We're going to be talking about the Erie County girls first. They're in the state tournament. Before we get into actually some of those results, Chadwick, what kind of got them to where they are now?
And this is the Erie County girls, correct?
Yes.
So basically, this is a team that has been pretty competitive all year. They weren't even the best one in their district, as very best won that one. But they came into the playoffs as a 2 seed, as the runner-up seed, and they just kind of fought their way through to the regional tournament. In that regional tournament, they had to win 2 games for their ticket to state, and they had to face a ranked Termlay and a ranked Very Best. Not only did they win the first game in the semifinals, but they actually beat Very Best to win that season series overall, 2-1 on that one. So after they won that game last week, they punched their ticket to San Antonio, and they played on Thursday at 8:30 in the morning. Not exactly an ideal time, but that was their state semifinal matchup.
Yeah, and Ryan, it was a good one. It came down to just basically who could play the best defense, in my opinion. The final score of that one, we're just going to go ahead and say it, 47-35. Of course, Melanie Rainey led the Lady Hornets with a 17 points in that one. Chadwick, you pretty much watched this game all the way through. What do you think was kind of the big impacts that led to the loss for the Hornets?
Okay,
Lady
yes.
Hornets.
Yes, so the Lady Hornets did lose that one, 47-35 to Huckabee. Well, first off, Huckabee is a really good team. We can't take anything away from the fact that this is the state semifinals.
Yeah, they're still
There's
fighting
only
for
4
one.
teams left,
Right, yeah.
So, the Erie County girls, I'm not going to say the moment was too big for them, because it wasn't, because they played well, but the shooting percentage was way down on their season average. Their 3-point shooting was way down on their season average. They kept turning the ball over in the second half, and so you could tell that they had a little bit of a case of the nerves, but I wouldn't say that they thought it was too big for them. They're just they're playing the Alamo Dome, this is a 1A school. They're not exactly used to that, but overall, just too many missed shots, especially at the end when they were down by 9 going into the fourth quarter. They actually got it back to within 5, and they just missed on one particular possession that would have made it a 3-point game. They missed a 3, and then they got the offensive rebound, missed the putback, and then Huckabee got it. They immediately stole it back, missed the easy fast break layup, got the offensive rebound, and missed another shot. And so that pretty much explained how the Lady Hornets' second half went. So unfortunately, they did lose that one, but again, what an incredible ride to even get there, because no one picked them in this game. Everyone thought that this was Very Best state championship to lose.
And honestly, I'll go ahead and say it. I think both of us, we're picking teams every week to talk about. We're grabbing all these teams from all these Concho Valley schools, and the Erie County girls team kind of slipped our minds a little bit. They got away to the regional final, and we started thinking, man, this team may be the one to do it all the way. And they were able to make it to the state tournament for the first time in their school history, so that's pretty good. Picked up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gold balls along the way. I think that's a pretty good season.
Yeah, I actually think I mentioned that in my write-up. I was like, they added a lot of hardware to their trophy case this year.
Exactly.
So.
They're going to have to buy a new trophy case specifically just for this season. I mean,
right.
they made a really big run, and like I said, never happened in Erie girls history. So congrats to those girls. And here in a little bit later, we'll talk about the boys, because they're still in it too.
Yeah.
But before we get to that, we're going to talk about another result that we had, a game that just happened just today, probably a few hours ago. Ryan, that was the Reagan County Owls. They played the Floydada. What did you think about this action? I know you watched it. So what exactly you think was the keys to that game?
So Reagan County was actually favored in this game. They came in ranked number 4 in the state in the Floydada Whirlwinds. They were number 11. So it was just always gonna be a good one. again, at this point, there's only 16 teams left, so it's the top 16 teams in the state, and Reagan County really came out of the gate ready to play. Their best scores were going to work early, and they actually outscored Floydada 24-18 in the first quarter.
I was going to say the first half it looked like all Owls. I mean,
Yeah,
it was
it really
all
was.
just about them making plays down the court. But then what kind of happened in that second half to kind of make things go wrong?
So I would even say midway through the second quarter, that's when everything kind of shifted, right? So to begin the second quarter, Floydada went on a 23-4 run or 23-7 run, right?
Yeah,
Took the lead back from being down 6 and just built a really big lead on the other side before the Owls really know what hit them. They kind of woke up and tied the game at halftime at 39. But in the second half, Floydada just looked like a different team. They continued to run their full court press that they had been running the entire game, but these guys on defense look like mirrors of the Owls they were guarding. Multiple times in a row, whenever the Whirlwinds would score and Reagan County had to inbound the ball, like it would get stolen. It wouldn't make it past one or two passes after that, and those steals turned into fast break points because they're just sitting under their own basket, And so I know for a fact that in the third and fourth quarters, Floydada went on like a 9-0 run, and then at another point an 11-0 run, and like you just can't really keep up or win games like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think that really, Chadwick, that this Reagan Owls team was really good, but they met a buzzsaw, and basketball is one of those things where if you get hot at the right time, you're probably going to win the game, and 52 points in the second half. They were hot. I mean, making everything. It also doesn't help when your big players fouled out, so kind of tell the crowd out there what kind of happened on the foul kind of play of the game.
Yeah, so I'm not going to be one of those guys that blame refs, but like those refs were very, like if you breathed on each other wrong, like, and this went for both ways, like the refs were just calling that a foul. And these are two very physical teams. I think both teams ended up with more than 20 fouls apiece. But Reagan County's leading scorer in the playoffs so far, Jarrett Brown, he fouled out in the third quarter off of a charge. I think he got called for 4 charges in that game. So if you have 4 offensive fouls on your rap sheet, that's not good, And then of course Cason Brown is another one of their big scorers. He also fouled out in the fourth quarter. So it was up to a couple guys to kind of pick up the slack. We had like Angel Flores and AJ Avalos and then I'm sorry, but I can't remember Martinez's first name, but he was hitting his free throws. He basically was the backbone in that fourth quarter. But yeah, so it's unfortunate the way it went out because Floydada just went absolutely nuts in the second half. Ended up winning by a score of 91-77.
Yep, it was a good game though. Of course, Reagan County goes to the regional tournament in the all the way into the finals. No, I guess this is the semifinals.
Regional semifinal.
Semifinals. So they were able to take home by district area champions, their regional quarterfinal champions. So good season there for the Reagan County
historic
Owls.
Season. This is the first time they've gone that far. So.
Oh, there we go. Two teams in a row for the Concho Valley making big stands here when it comes to Texas high school basketball playoffs. When we get back in 1 second, we will talk to James Bellini, who is there at Snyder's Gym, I guess Snyder Tiger Gymnasium.
Well, it's the Texas Western College.
Oh, Texas, sorry. Yeah, Texas Western College over there in Snyder. And he's with the Erie County boys, so we're going to be hearing what the vibe is there at the gym. We'll maybe hear some fans. We'll hear some of the craziness that's going on. Plus, we'll wrap you up and tell you everything you know before the game starts. But before we get to all that, here's a word from our sponsor, Jim Bass, Ford and Trucks. Cars and Trucks.
Truck Month. Truck Month. Truck Month. You've been asking for it, and it's finally here. It's Truck Month, and we have huge savings on all cars and trucks, including F-150s. Low interest rates which make for low payments, and the best selection we've seen in years. Don't wait. Hurry on down to Jim Bass Ford, Houston Hart at Arden Road, or shop 24/7 at bassbunch.com.
And we are back just like that. Thank you guys for staying tuned with us. Now it's time to talk a bit about the Erie County boys versus the Benjamin What is Benjamin?
Benjamin Mustangs.
Benjamin Mustangs. All right, Erie County
State
Hornets
champion,
versus
state
Benjamin
football
Mustangs.
champion.
Okay, so they know how to win, and so that may come into factor here. But right now, number 4 in the state, Erie County taking on number 19, Benjamin Mustangs. Chadwick, when you see this one on paper, what are you kind of thinking moving into this game?
I think that Erie County is the favorite, and they should be. They just oversized Benjamin in pretty much every physical aspect you can think of. Like, I know how good Benjamin's athletes are. Obviously, they won a 1A state championship in football, and they did it pretty handedly. But Erie County's a bit of a different animal when it comes to basketball. They got a couple guys that are in the 6'4" to 6'6" range, and Bo Morrow and out there. And so I think that if Erie County stays physical like they have been, and I'm not saying that this game's going to be a complete blowout, but I could definitely still see them just rolling all the way to San Antonio. They're just so much bigger than everybody.
So we'll talk to James in a minute. He doesn't really get to this, but he did text us and tell us that the tallest player on the Benjamin roster is 5'11". Chadwick, how tall is the tallest player on the Erie County roster?
I'm pretty sure Bo Morrow's in the 6'5" to 6'7" range.
That's kind of a big gap there, so that may play in favor. I see on your notes here, Chadwick, you wanted to make sure to note that the more physical team is going to win this one, especially if that's Erie County, if they can take advantage of that size, maybe get a lot of easy baskets inside, get them where they're crashing in so you can dish it off to that big three-pointer. There's going to be a lot of stuff that's going on.
Yeah, well, just to your point, not to mention just the rebounding ability of having that much of a height advantage. Yeah. They should win both on the defensive boards and the offensive boards for the entire game.
Yeah, the way you win this game is you get one shot. You get one shot if you're Benjamin. After that, you make sure you get that rebound and you keep this thing moving, stay contested with it. Chadwick, I'm going to just go ahead and ask you, I need a score, I need a prediction. What do you think about this game? Where are you going with it?
As talented as this Benjamin squad can be, because I watched them play football. I know they have athletes. I think if Erie County shows up to play the way they know how to play, and they're incredibly physical, they're going to have to start doing everything they can to stop Trevin Koffel from driving or Bo Morrow getting a rebound and putting it back in. That's going to open up guys like Henderson or Wyatt Morris on the outsides to shoot from beyond the arc. I say that Erie County keeps rolling. I say they win this one 71-50.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think this one's going to be a roll type of game here. I think that Erie County is way, way over the top as far as talent and size and the ability. Plus, they just rolled all the way through this season with no speed bumps, really. We haven't really seen many speed bumps from the Hornets. So I'm going to think they got this one. I'm going to be kind of like you, except for I think it's going to be more. I'm thinking 76-42. I think they're going to win by more than 30 points. It's going to be a good one if you're there, especially if you are a Hornet fan. So now y'all are probably thinking, hey, this isn't all you guys. There's usually one more of you guys looking around giving picks. So with that, James Bellini is down in Snyder at Western Texas College to check out that game, and he gave us a little bit of a video to show you guys to get you guys pumped up. So here you go. Here's James Bellini.
What's up, everybody? I'm here in Snyder, Texas at Western Texas College Coliseum, where the Erie County Hornets about to take on the Benjamin Mustangs. Talked to some of the coaches beforehand, Coach Koffel, Coach Harrison. Everybody's feeling good. There's no extra pressure added for this game.
Well, thanks there, James Bellini. I really appreciate you being the one in Snyder today. As much as I love covering basketball, I did appreciate the break,
yeah, exactly. Kind of jealous, though. It should be a really good game out there, so enjoy that one. Of course, it's going on right now, so if you didn't drive out there, you're already too late. So make sure you stay on to date with SanAngeloLive.com, because James will get you a write-up as soon as that game's over, and we're going to let you know, is the Erie County boys moving on to tomorrow to play in that game. Who do you think who will they have tomorrow if they win, Chadwick?
I actually have the bracket right here in front of me.
Well, how convenient.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the winner of Garden City and that's the girls' bracket. It's gonna be the winner of Garden City and Monday.
Okay, Garden City and Monday. That sounds like 1A boys basketball.
Yep. The winner of Garden City and Monday plays tomorrow. Still don't have a time on that one. I think it's going to be at 2 p.m.
Okay, so that's going to be the championship right there for the regional tournament, and hopefully the Erie County boys make it. Like I said, James Bellini will have you guys up to date. Just make sure you tune in to SanAngeloLive.com as soon as the game's over, or just be looking for that push notification. Ryan, final thoughts before we go.
I just want to give a shout out and a congratulations to all the TLCA Eagles who found out their all-district honors this week, as well, while the Central Bobcats found out their all-district honors as well. Wall, if you have your all-district honors, I need the list, so send them to me at ryan@sanangelolive.com. So please, guys, congratulations on an incredible season. Everyone who made that list, y'all are a lot of fun to watch. I've always been the football guy. This is really my first season. I've been the basketball guy too, and y'all have made me fall in love with the sport even more. So that's my shout out to y'all.
All right, and I know James Bellini would kill me if we didn't say to make sure coaches, parents, athletes, if you feel like you should be on the COVER1 all COVER1 basketball team, the all-star team, I guess you could say, make sure you email James or Ryan at sanangelolive.com, and they are going to be building that list, and we're going to have a big show just like we did for football. We're going to be doing it for basketball. So this may be one of the last COVER1 Hoops shows. We may have one next week, depending on how this Erie County boys thing pans out, but if not, then we're going to be having that all-star show pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. All right, Ryan, it's been good, it's been real, it's been fun. Now we just get to see what happens. Are you excited?
Yeah. I want Erie County to win this one, because at this time next week I want to be in San Antonio watching y'all. So
exactly. Well, for Matt Trammell, Ryan Chadwick, and James Bellini, who's down there watching the Erie County boys, this has been COVER1 Hoops. We will see you guys next week.